Bruh, something wild just dropped. And after this,
you're gonna learn today.
Diddy might actually be finished. And I'm not exaggerating. This right here makes the whole trial look rigged from day one. Not kinda messy, not questionable. I'm talking full-blown double agent energy. People inside his circle feeding him intel, witnesses getting exposed, jurors acting like super fans. It's like we were watching a courtroom, but somebody handed Puff the script. All right, let me break down exactly why Diddy is finished after this. Because once you hear this, yeah, y'all gonna look at that whole case completely different.
I don't like where this is going.
All right, look, the internet been loud these last 48 hours for a reason. This new witness tampering bombshell ain't some small side note. It changes the whole math. Chef Jordan drops a statement basically saying, hey, Neal, you snitched on me to Puff before I even told my family.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
That ain't normal behavior. That ain't assistant duties. That's intel work. And the moment she said Puff knew she was talking to the feds before her own people, yeah, the whole case got a new smell to it. A very illegal smell. Witness tampering is federal time, not celebrity slap on the wrist time. This is the kind of thing that reopens cases, not closes them. Bruh, this part right here, straight out of a Netflix spy show. We got Neal Dominique allegedly feeding Puff addresses, warning him who the feds talk to, pretending to be friends with victims, while allegedly reporting everything back to Daddy Combs. Imagine thinking you confiding in somebody and they got the Cash App open behind their back like, hold on, Puff, she crying again. And it wasn't just Neal. You got PR people writing statements for him, then crying on documentaries like they didn't know what was going on. You got friends who were like, I was pressured. I didn't know what to do.
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
But they took the check though. Whole circle felt like double agents everywhere, switching sides like soccer teams in extra time.
So that was a lie.
When you see that kind of pattern, yeah, something bigger was happening behind the scenes. Bruh, the juror situation alone tells you everything. One lady literally giggled her way into the seat like she was auditioning for Making the Band. I wish I knew Diddy personally.
We deserve respect.
Ted, shut up.
Fine.
Girl, what are you doing on a federal case? Then you got Diddy's team showing good father clips in court like it's the BET Awards. Why is the judge letting this man run a highlight reel? Why is anyone crying on command?
Why?
Everything felt produced, edited, packaged, like somebody wanted sympathy shots instead of justice. Tell me that ain't show trial energy. Tell me that ain't somebody with power bending the room. And even when the man got locked up, he still couldn't sit still. Feds literally said Diddy was trying to collect phones from other inmates so he could call people on the outside. Bruh, how you try to run a group chat from federal holding?
You are a black boy and I'm not an idiot. Do you understand that part yet? Hello, goodbye, black boy.
Then they catch him making three-way legal calls, which is illegal, trying to pass messages through lawyers like it's secret mail. This ain't normal behavior. This is chess, not checkers. It shows a pattern. Diddy keeps trying to control the narrative, the witnesses, the communication, everything. And when the feds see that pattern, they don't forget it. They stack it. Bruh, this the part that actually pisses me off. While the internet was arguing about Cassie, outfits, conspiracy theories, real people were out here scared for their lives because Diddy's circle allegedly kept leaking their info. Chef Jordan literally said, you put my life in danger. Not you made the case messy. Not you switched sides. Nah, you put my life in danger. And Neal out here moving like an emotional support double agent, telling Puff who talked to the feds, leaking addresses, infiltrating victims like a fake friend. Imagine finally getting the courage to speak out, and somebody in the room is secretly on payroll.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That ain't celebrity drama. That's survival. And that's why this whole situation feels deeper than entertainment. Bruh, The whole trial had loopholes like it was built out of Swiss cheese. You got biased jurors popping in like they're Diddy superfans. You got character letters from people who were allegedly feeding him info behind the scenes. You got PR agents crying on Netflix after taking checks to write statements for him. Make it make sense. And then the judge letting the whole good father montage play in court. What are we doing? Is this family court or federal court? Everything about the setup screamed, this ain't about truth. This is about presentation. That's why the verdict never matched the allegations. It was a show trial, bruh. Straight up. Here's where things get spicy. Witness tampering ain't a small mistake. It's a federal felony. That's the kind of charge that makes prosecutors reopen files like, hey, maybe we missed something the first time. And the timing is crazy. Diddy already fighting appeals, already under heat, already facing more civil cases. If the feds decide this double agent stuff was real, if they prove information was leaked, witnesses were exposed, or jurors were influenced, yeah, they can rebuild the whole case from scratch. This could mean new charges, new time, new trial, and a very different outcome. Let's keep it real. Diddy didn't invent the game, he just mastered it. Money bends reality. Money buys narratives. Money turns assistants into spies and jurors into fans. This is what happens when somebody grows up with power, access, and a whole ecosystem protecting them. It ain't about innocence or guilt anymore. It's about who can afford to twist the room. And for decades, Diddy been playing chess with a full team behind him while everyone else was playing tic-tac-toe. But this time, this witness tampering situation might be the one move that breaks the whole system he built. Here's the part nobody want to say out loud. If Neal was allegedly feeding Puff intel, if the chef says she was compromised, if PR people were writing statements while crying on camera, bruh, who else was on the payroll? Because double agent behavior don't happen with just one person. It happens when a whole ecosystem is scared, broke, loyal, or bought. And now that the block is hot, people gonna start flipping. Not out of guilt, but because nobody wants to be the one holding the bag when the feds ask real questions. So yeah, don't be surprised if more friends, assistants, security guards, PR people, random cousins, random neighbors suddenly remember things. All right, real talk. Y'all know I joke, I laugh, I roast, but this right here is deeper. This ain't just about Diddy. This ain't just about celebrity mess. This is about what happens when a man collects money, influence, fear, loyalty, and uses it to bend every room he walks into. Judges, jurors, assistants, victims, everyone gets pulled into the gravity of it. And for the first time in decades, the system is actually pushing back. Witness tampering ain't a slap on the wrist. It's a crack in the armor, a door reopening, a script flipping. So nah, this ain't over. Not even close. This is the beginning of the part where the truth stops knocking and kicks the door in instead.
I hope so.
Man, the more you look at this case, the more you realize it was never just about one crime or one moment. It was about a system that bends when the right person walks in the room. Money doesn't just buy lawyers. It buys silence, confusion, loyalty, fear. And that's why these witness tampering leaks hit so hard. They expose the infrastructure behind the scenes, not just the man in front of the camera. And yeah, people gonna argue, well, we don't know everything, or this is all allegations. True. But what is clear is the pattern. Intimidation, leaks, influence, jurors acting like fans, insiders playing double roles.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
You don't get chaos like this by accident. This was a machine, and the machine is finally breaking down. So here's where I'm at. If these federal charges stick, if the feds decide they want to reopen doors that were slammed shut too fast, we might be heading for one of the biggest celebrity justice reversals we've ever seen. And trust me, I'll be right here walking you through every twist, every leak, every crack in the armor. All right, hit me with this. If you were in that courtroom with what we know now, would you have trusted that trial, or was it rigged from the jump? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I want to see where y'all heads at. And if you like this breakdown, watch the video that just popped up on your screen. It dives even deeper into the madness behind this case. I'll see you on the next one. Panda out.